Here's something that costs good business owners more money than almost anything else. And the painful part is they do it to themselves before the buyer says a single word. You state your price, the buyer pauses, and before they objected to anything, before they even reacted, you flinch. But I could do a payment plan. We could start with a smaller package. I could probably come down a little on that. Nobody asked. You just discounted yourself out loud to a resistance that was never there. This is the flinch. And I want you to really feel how expensive it is because it's not just this one sale. Every time you flinch, you're training yourself to believe your price isn't real. Let me show you how it looks in a real moment. Picture a designer. She quoted a project at $4,000. The client is looking at the proposal, and there's a pause. Because, of course, there's a pause. The client is reading. But to the designer, that pause is unbearable. It feels like the client thinks it's too expensive. So before the client says one word, the designer jumps in. I know 4,000 is a lot, so I'm happy to do it in two payments. Or honestly, if the budget's tight, we could scope it down to 2,500 and cut a couple of the deliverables. And the client who was actually just reading and who had the $4,000 and who was about to say yes now thinks, oh, there's a cheaper option? Let's do that. She just gave away $1,500, not because the client negotiated. The client didn't say anything. She negotiated against herself and lost. So why do we do this? Why do we drop the price before anyone asks? On the surface, it's the pause again. The silence after the price feels like rejection, and you rush to fix a rejection that hasn't happened. But underneath, the flinch comes from something more specific. It's a lack of belief in your own number. Somewhere, you're not fully convinced you're worth what you're charging. So the moment there's any space, any silence, your own doubt rushes in and offers a discount. Because a part of you was expecting to have to justify the price anyway. And here's a deeper layer. When you flinch, you're not actually responding to the buyer, you're responding to an old voice in your own head that says, who are you to charge that? The discount isn't for them. It's you flinching away from your own price because holding it feels like arrogance. But charging what you're worth isn't arrogance, it's just accuracy. So here's the swap. State your price and hold it completely. Let the silence be theirs and do not fill it with a discount. It's $4,000. And then nothing. You let them respond. If they have a concern, they'll raise it. And then you can have a real conversation. But you never, ever open with a discount. You let the price stand at its full height and you let them react to the real number. Now, the objection I hear every time, but what if it really is too expensive for them? What if I hold the price and they walk? Here's the thing. If the full price is genuinely out of their range, that's real information, and it's better to know it than to hide from it with preemptive discount. But most of the time, it's not too expensive. Most of the time, you're flinching from your own discomfort, not their actual budget. And if you discount every time just in case, you leave enormous money on the table with all the people who would have happily paid full price. You can always have a conversation about options if they raise it. You cannot unsay a discount you offered before they even spoke. Here's how you train the hold. Write your price as a complete sentence with nothing after it. Just a number and what it includes. No, but, no, however, no escape hatch. Practice saying it and stopping. Then drill the pause. Say your price and stay silent. Notice the urge to add, but I could. That urge is the flinch. Feel it rise and don't act on it. Sit in it until it passes. And on your next call, when you say your price and the silence hits and you feel your own hand reaching for the discount, catch it, name it. That's my flinch. And hold. Let them speak first. Your price is your price. Say it and let it stand. The discount you never offered is the money you get to keep. Let me repeat that. The discount you never offered is the money you get to keep. The flinch is one of 5 ways people fumble the sale. There's a quiz in the first link in the description that tells you which one is really costing you. I encourage you to click on the link in the description, take the quiz, go find out which one of the 5 belongs to you. It may be 1, it may be 2, it may be all 5, and that's okay. The quicker you find out which category you fall under, the quicker you can fix this and start earning incredible money from your conversations. So click the link in the description, find out which one is yours, and I'll see you in the next video.